Looks like it's gonna be a sunny day.
Isn't it interesting how sunlight creates an emotional effect? If I looked out that window and it was overcast, I would definitely be feeling different inside right now. Brew is ready. I'm meeting Maura and Carol in San Francisco, painting a new location up there, one that I've painted before from photographs, but today it's gonna be a plein air adventure in San Francisco. Weather looks good. Meeting them at 11. It is now 7 a.m. so I got enough time for a surf, then I'm gonna head up there. That's the plan. All right, so I don't know if you guys could tell, but those waves were bigger than usual. And this gives me an opportunity to talk about like looking for improvement in your painting or your surfing or anything for that matter. I don't look for daily improvement anymore. And I just show up and either surf or paint or do whatever, play music. And then what I notice is periodically, like every few months or sometimes even longer, I'll notice like that I'm at a different level. You know, either my paintings are getting better or I'm sort of comfortable on bigger waves. And so, yeah, I no longer look for improvement on a daily basis. Actually, I don't even look for improvement. It's more just like a pleasant surprise. So that's a change, because when I was younger, when I first started painting, I was always looking for improvement. Every time I did a painting, I wanted to see improvement. And it just doesn't work that way, and that's counterproductive. So just get out and do it over and over again, and periodically you'll be surprised at what you do. All right, so now I gotta pack up to head to San Francisco. Today's one of the first days that really feels like a spring day. It's so beautiful. Okay, so this place is not easy to find, but it's pretty quiet and parking seems to be good, and it looks like somebody's already here painting. Is that Carol? Getting an early start? Oh, you guys got an early start. What kind of panel is that?
It's just a wood panel.
Oh, okay.
And,
is the grain showing through?
No, you know, it's probably an old painting underneath that I painted over.
Okay.
And I do 3 layers of gesso, and then this is raw umber and white, which I don't like as much, but I like that size. I like this color better.
Oh, that's more like a burnt sienna toning?
Yeah, it's raw sienna plus alizarin crimson. I like that better.
Okay.
When I'm outside.
Yeah.
But, you know, this was the size I wanted, so.
Okay, so I can see you've got this building right here.
Yeah, you know, I don't like this right here. I'd rather have that be more over, because this little space right here is not quite enough. So
okay, so that right there, you're talking about the tree trunk.
Tree, yeah.
Right, so, having that right along the edge.
Right, I'm not sure what I'll do.
Okay.
And then I push the water up a little bit, so it's a little bit above that. We'll see if that works out.
Okay, so you can see some of the water above the buildings, like right here.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looks good.
I thought I'd just have a practice on trees.
That's really pretty. I like the colors already. You got some beautiful compliments going on in there.
Well, yeah, this was my first attempt at this, and then I thought, no, damn, I'm going to just do this.
Right, so you did it, first you were doing sort of like a panorama view, and then you switched it up, and now you're doing the tree.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so I've got a, what is this? I think it's a 14 by 28 inch panel here. Usual setup, using liquid today. And I won't go through my colors, but it's my typical palette. So here's the view. And the one possible issue I see is this tree is just kind of sticking up high. So if I was to have that, I don't know, and it's dark, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. So I'm just gonna start playing around and we'll see what happens.
You guys ever painted down in Los Lobos?
Oh, you mean Point Lobos?
Oh, yeah.
I listen to Los Lobos and I paint in Point Lobos. It's very beautiful, but it's hard to find a spot to set up.
Oh,
That's the problem I've had there.
okay.
Is that the place that has the China Grove?
China Grove is a song by the Doobie Brothers. You're thinking of China Cove. So here's the composition, and we'll look at this again. I've decided to, I don't want to have this bright wall in here, and also I'm going to leave that tree out because it's just kind of sticking up in an awkward way. So 1, 2, 3 buildings, some trees, and then a view of the bay. So that's the basic compositional idea right there. Ooh, that looks nice.
No, it doesn't. Not enough contrast yet.
I like the design though.
Okay.
Oh, I like those blue greens in there. Nice.
Thank you. I'm trying to figure out what to do down here.
Oh, down here, that would be the, which roof is, oh, I see, it's this roof right here,
I'm
yeah.
going to make the shadow really dark here, but I need to figure out that roof.
So here's where I am now. This is definitely a lot to bite off, so not really even concerned how it comes out, just having fun playing around here. One of the nice things about painting on a panel is I can just take the chop saw and cut it off if I don't like it. Definitely sort of struggling here, but I decided to focus on this building here, and I feel like if I can kind of define this, put it together, then I can work out from there. So kind of happy with that. This one's coming together. This one definitely more of a challenge. I like these kind of strokes in here. Are you using a...
This one. It's rosemary brush.
Okay, synthetic, or is that... It looks like a synthetic flat.
Yeah, it is, because I like it to be springy.
Oh yeah.
I like the smaller ones so I can fit them in my easel.
Oh yeah, right, it'll fit in the box.
Yeah, exactly. Fit right in here, like that.
Yeah, very nice. So you were saying there's certain areas that you really like in certain areas?
Oh, so there's no areas that I really like. Not yet. But right here is starting to come together. Here is not yet developed. Here I haven't even done anything, and this I'm not liking at all right now. But I'm slow.
Yeah, but that's okay. And there's so much, I mean, there's so much information out here. That's the big thing.
You gotta simplify, and I'm not always great at that.
It's really,
it's hard.
It is, it's really difficult.
Right. And now the light is gone. I mean, the light on the building is completely different, so I'm just sort of faking it.
Yeah, exactly. I went through the same problem. I know, completely different. This house right here has an extension on the top that was obviously built onto the original structure. That was the original roof line right there. I'm having a heck of a time painting that. I just don't even like it. So I'm gonna eliminate it, make the top of the building right here, and then just extend this roof line out a bit. Right, right. Reveille is open. Okay, so I'm waiting for my order, but the thing I can't get over is how quiet it is in the city. It's never this peaceful. All right, thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, you too. Okay, so it's called a crunchy salad, and to be honest, I can't remember what's in it. I know there's like crunchy rice, avocado, kale, shiitake mushrooms, sweet potatoes, and I think there's something else, but I don't know what it is. There's peanuts on it. That's good. Oh yeah, and this is cilantro. All right, that was so good. Just what I needed. I need extra energy because I got to go over to Blick and get some art supplies. This will help. All right, so I need gesso, burnt sienna, 2 tubes of titanium white, ultramarine blue, and I think that's it. So I did it, 9 minutes left on the meter. That's how I like to shop, have a clear list, get in, get out. What else? Okay, so let's go back to the house and we'll take a look at this painting. To be honest, I'm kind of afraid to look at it. I was totally out of control, but I don't care. I felt like I was learning. So anyway, let's go have a look. So one of my favorite things to do when I plein air paint is to come home and take a look at the painting. And I'm never sure how it's going to look once it's in the house. Oftentimes there are paintings that I think, when I'm out in the field, I think, this looks really good, and then I get it home and it's a disappointment, and then vice versa. But let's have a look at this one. All right, so I like the idea of it. Some of the geometry in the windows has got to be straightened up or cleaned up. Maybe along this roof line too. Could use like a dark line there. I do think these distant buildings down here along the bay, I think that kind of works. Yeah, I like having these buildings in the foreground that are really in focus. The eye goes down here and then out to this hill and then off to the distance here. One of the hardest things is to figure out what color to paint yellow in the shadows. And as the light was moving, or as the sun was moving, you know, that color was changing. And at one point I did see sort of a warm glow in there, so I tried to incorporate that. The roof of this building was really dark and cool in color. In fact, this one was too. The roof was like a bluish color. And it's just really hard to make that read like in sunlight if I keep it blue. So I really warmed it up. So a super fun day, very exhausting. We are gonna paint in that location again. And I was talking to MAURA about the fact that like challenging compositions or a challenging subject matter like that, it takes returning to that spot multiple times before you can kind of figure out how to handle it. I know for me, California Street was that way. My first paintings out there were terrible. It took probably maybe 4 or 5 paintings before they started looking decent. Actually, there's one on the wall. This one right here, this was a plein air. But it took me a long time to be able to even figure out how to compose and how to handle it. This one's a 10 by 10. So we're gonna definitely return to that spot. It was really peaceful there, no traffic, and what a view. And especially today, the weather was like 70, maybe 70. I think when I got in my car, it was 73 degrees, no wind. So just awesome. Anyway, I will link Carol and MAURA's Instagram in the description below. Also, if you'd like to see more videos and help support the channel, I have a Patreon link down below. I have over 125 extra videos on my Patreon channel. Patreon page, whatever. I can barely speak. So check that out. And other than that, thanks for hanging out. Stay creative. See you guys in the next video.